Really? What are we talking about? I mean, United States of America? Last I checked, they got an orange round ball all over the globe.
Man, I talked into the NBA and they had me watching the NBA Finals, and I was watching the Nuggets and the Heat. Do you think I want to watch that, Adam? And they meant to say world champions. World champions of what? And then the people in the media in the background,
right. And somebody in the crowd tells Chris is like, Jokic is, for international player.
That nigga came to Denver. Of all places, to play a basketball game, he picked Denver.
So shout out to Noah. Let me make sure I get your name right so Slander knows where it needs to go. Oh, Noah Lyles.
Noah Lyles.
I'm looking up this photo. Yo, he rips his shirt off in the middle of running. All right. I mean, hey, it's not helping you with the slander. Great physique. It's just not helping you with the slander. But I do want to welcome everybody. As much as it pisses off Noah, I do want to welcome everybody to another wonderful Recut Gems bonus now on the world famous Black Print Network. A+ to your left here, MC to your right. And we're getting right to close out the summer with plenty to talk about. It's going to be I feel like if you're a big fan of tours and sets, as the summer has been packed with a whole lot of them, this is going to be the episode for you. We were just trying to avoid going through a little bit of a rabbit hole between A+ and I because we were preparing to talk about one of the topics that we were going to talk about this week on Recut Gems. You may be able to see it. I finally saw the legend that I waited all summer for. Plus, you saw him too as well. On your leg of the Final Lap Tour. Yes. I saw him about a week and a half ago. Finally got to see 50 Cent. We're going to talk about our experiences at the Final Lap Tour. I do want to preface this by saying there will be no slander. There will be nothing that you should concern that this was a bad show. Was a great show. An amazing show. We're going to talk about our time and the things that we heard from there as well. But there's a very, very big show that we have to talk about that A+ just put on, and I got to give you congratulations, brother.
Oh, thank
Summer
you, bro.
Jam just happened. Incredible things that I saw on Instagram. Bag out there, Baby out there. Nardo was there. Tusi. I appreciate you coming through with Lil Tyler, getting a little bit of Florida Sazone on there.
That's right. That's right.
How was the weekend?
It was definitely a success, man. Shout out to the entire Z107.9 team, man. Our marketing director, Denzel Brand, he killed it, executed the show to perfection. One of the smoothest concerts I've ever been a part of. I mean, not even joking. Out of the countless concerts I've been a part of as a personality, or a couple in the last 6-7 years, I've been in part of like programming and management, so to speak. Definitely one of the smoothest concerts I've ever experienced running. Artists were on time. There was nothing really as far as like any complaints or any like holdups like they're in the back. Sometimes the artists can get there on time, but they're so consumed with what's happening in the dressing room, they can't get out of it for some reason, whether that's a smoke session, whether that's something else happening. There's nothing. You getting the riders right, you know what I'm saying? There was nothing of the sort happening. So I gotta say, gotta commend my team once again for making it happen, and just say overall it was just an excellently, smoothly ran show.
If you do want to see all the photos and videos from the weekend, you could tune in at summerjamcle.com to see all of the performances and pictures, and of course, everything that you were able to see from the entire weekend at Z107.9 Summer Jam. It looked like a good show, I must say. I'm very happy that I think August was such a big, the summer in general. I feel like the summer in general a lot, and it could just be just me in my own circle of people, of everybody that's enjoying shows right now. Beyonce still shutting shit down all over the damn country, amongst all the different tours that we have seen, all the different shows that we have seen to celebrate Hip Hop 50. We're going to talk about Hip Hop 50 on this episode. A lot of good things related to music and just getting outside and enjoying music throughout the summer. So I actually am appreciative of that.
Yeah, no, it's been a action-packed summer when it comes to like big shows. I've been saying all month and probably the better part of summer, like Drake and Beyonce, and I guess you include pop, Taylor Swift, in the pop hip hop world, R&B world. They're like the only guaranteed sellouts that I've been seeing as far as across the country tours. Moneybagg Yo's tour's been doing well, Lil Baby tour's been doing well, but like as far as like fever pitch and like shutting down cities, definitely Beyonce and Taylor Swift, and Drake's been selling out too.
I'm interested in what your Taylor Swift bag would be. We talked a little bit about Taylor Swift in the Discord. I don't know what your joints would be from Taylor Swift though.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't no big T Swift fan.
Not a T Swizzy guy.
Not a T Swift guy. I mean, I know like some early ones, like with like I Know You Were Trouble.
That was a joint.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was fire. I know Of You Belong to Me, but I'm not jacking that. What else?
I don't think Taylor Swift.
You know, you gotta like if you name someone, I'm probably like I know that song. You know what I mean? But I can't. Yeah, I Know You Were Trouble. I thought that was fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Are there a lot of pop shows that? Well, not a lot, but as far as like the first one that would come to mind is like a pop show that you were just like, man, I wish I was there just to not even just like to enjoy the records, but just to feel the ambiance in the room, the ambiance.
Oh man, it would have to be something probably from 2000. Like we were just looking at setlist on this, was it setlist.fm? If I could pull up like a Z100 Zootopia concert from like 2000 or 2001, I'd probably be like, yeah, I would love to have been there. Like seriously, I don't know now though. You know what I'm saying?
If you're gonna get into this, rabbit hole with A Plus and I did a little bit of homework before we got into Recut, and I was talking about one of the shows that we're going to put next to the Final Lap Tour and talk about how that went. And we Googled it real quick just to look at Setlist. There's a spot called setlist.fm. If you are big on music and tours, this is a giant fucking rabbit hole of just it's not I would say it's probably like 95% accuracy from what we have found so far, but being able to see the trajectory of an artist like a 50 Cent do the areas and shows and venues that he is doing in 2002, 2003, going into what happens years later and blowing up to being the huge global phenomenon where Hook is like, all right, we're going to Denmark. We're going to Oslo, Norway.
Right.
It's crazy to see.
Belgium.
Putting it right on the cover. I think it was Unit Radio like 6 or 7 where Wookid was like, hey, we're in I was about to say Istanbul. I don't think they would have. Istanbul's a G-Unit ass country though, now that I think about it. They might have been in Istanbul.
No, I think he's been to Istanbul before, for sure. I think so. What is that, Turkey?
Is it? My Europe geography is not that well. This is what happens when you don't leave the country for a good amount of time. Where's Istanbul?
I think so, man. Oh no, yeah, it's the largest city in Turkey.
I don't want to piss off my Turkey fans. Do we have Turkey fans?
That's our Turkish people, man. Salute.
We gotta make sure our international fans are represented if we're gonna be talking anything G-Unit. But pop wise, I would see. I think you would go up like big KRS face for like Warp Tour. I feel like Warp Tour.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think so. I can't remember who's on Warp Tour, but yeah, for sure.
I think that was like, I remember Blink-182 talking about, yeah, we're at Warp Tour. But who else was on Warp Tour? Let me take a look. As we're talking tours right now. Warp Tour, let's just say 2001, because that's what I remember as like one of the bigger Warp Tour names. Okay, so Warp Tour 2001 was AFI, Blink-182, Bouncing Souls, Distillers, Dropkick Murphys, Fear, Freeing Less Than Jake, Living End. Yeah, see, I don't know. I would mainly be there for Blink. I don't know if like Warp Tour might be like I'm extremely tapped in. That might be like too tapped in almost.
See, I'm looking at Zootopia from 2002, and I'm like, yeah, I would want to be there, even though it's like a little bit after the pop peak. But you got, in I guess alphabetical order, Aaron Carter, rest in peace, Alanis Morissette, Bon Jovi, Celine Dion, Craig David. Shout out Craig David. Fat Joe, Goo Goo Dolls, Mark Anthony, Mary J. Blige, Michelle Branch, Nick Carter, Outkast, Diddy, Pink, Shakira, and then every street nigga favorite, Vanessa Carlton.
That's like heavy hitters. I'm trying to think what Celine Dion is doing a Zootopia in 02? I'm thinking of like the globalness.
See now, what is Zootopia 2000? This is like the peak of the pop. Oh yeah, listen to this lineup: Hanson, Sugar Ray. I'm there for Sugar Ray alone.
Sugar Ray, all right, we there.
Yeah, Destiny's Child, Macy Gray, Vitamin C, which I'm sure she's doing the graduation song. Savage Garden, Jessica Simpson, Mandy Moore, Goo Goo Dolls is all over this shit, and Christina Aguilera.
Google Dolls, they're gonna be able to mail in Slide and Iris on anything that they can get, and you know what? I will line up. I'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
So Zootopia 2000. So Zootopia 2000, like that's big. That's big. I would say that.
01 is a mess.
01 is a mess.
3LW, Eden's Crush. I remember that was like a pop star. That was like a TV show group, I think. Aerosmith. Lifehouse, Hanging by a Moment. That's all.
Hanging by a moment as I do.
Shaggy, who's probably high off of It Wasn't Me. O-Town, another TV show group. The Corrs. The Corrs, I'm drawing a blank.
Corrs.
Corrs. Jessica Simpson, Pink, and Nelly Furtado.
Corrs. Is that what the Corrs? Actually, nah. You know what I was thinking? The joint that was like, so go on, come on. Oh, it is them. Yeah. Come on, leave me breathless, dance me, tonight, can't deny this. Big Z100 record.
I gotta hear it, man. Damn, I'm drawing a blank on that one.
Big Z100 record. I'm looking at the playlist is on right now. 2000s love song essentials. I wouldn't expect it to be on there.
Damn, hold on, man. I gotta look this up now. Now I'm intrigued.
The late 90s, 2000s is gonna have so many different pop bags. Not necessarily one-hit wonders, but just pop bags that are just not being performed anymore. If you would have told me that on those Zootopias, Sixpence None the Richer is gonna be on there and they're doing Kiss Me on there, I would have been like, I'm not surprised. That's your bag?
I gotta hear that restaurant music, man. I gotta hear that's a CVS banger, like you said, man. I gotta hear that joint, man. I'm always running into that one, or There She Goes, or isn't there a third one? There's a third one, but I can't figure the third one.
From Sixpence, it's Kiss Me, so. There She Goes, and what is the third?
Oh man, that's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me. Hold on. Here we go. You got.
I only have.
Is it Don't Dream It's Over? Maybe it's Don't Dream It's Over. I don't know, but that's a cover. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, that's Hey now, don't dream it's over. Another big Walgreens classic.
Man, another Walgreens banger right there.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to hear the records that we heard in a CVS or a Walgreens. Then again,
yeah, I don't know if you're gonna play.
You can hear Best Friend. You can hear Best Friend in a CVS Walgreens.
I can hear All My Life in a Walgreens.
20 years from now?
Yeah.
You cash it out for the damn Funyuns? All my life. Baby, now, all this time.
On and
the customers like try to speak over it, but the hook is just blaring.
Right. I don't know, man. What if you're in the South Beach Publix, man, one day and you just hear deli in the deli?
South Beach Publix. That's actually. Nah, I'll be old man. I tell him, yo, can you turn that shit down, yo? The bass kind of kicking. I'm not looking forward to that era. That's not
an old lady walking out the store like, oh my god,
like, god damn it, 100 beans and Chanelli. What the fuck? I'm not looking forward to that era. I am for sure not looking forward to that. When I'm in the era like, yo, the bass is kind of. When I'm hitting one of these, I'm gonna just be like, damn, it's over.
Oh God,
it's over. But 50 Cent wise, I don't think we're gonna hear him in the CVS or Walgreens, but I did like. I see. This is why I want to be so careful. You had your experience at Final Lap Tour. I had my experience at Final Lap Tour. I want to preface this for anything that comes next in the next couple of minutes by saying this comes from some of the biggest G-Unit fans. I won't say of all time because everybody's like, well, I was a goddamn in 02 at TRL when it came through, and I don't want to piss off anybody else in their fandom. Yeah. But
what's number 15 on Sabrina's Baby Boy? Shoot. don't know.
Sabrina's baby boy. This cornet, that was a little cornet talking about Sabrina's baby boy. I wish he would talk about Sabrina's baby boy. Let cornet school me on some damn 50 Cent. I wish he would.
Brian, I'm gonna tell you right now, I really enjoyed getting out the house and going to the Final Lap tour. Oh, you went? I left my house. Yeah, I went. I had to hear that. What up, gangster? I used to play that every goddamn day in OVW. John Cena got the rap gimmick for me. I tell you.
I let me find out. It was like, I'm gonna do a little what up, blood, what up, cuz. Ain't that what they saying out here these days?
Little shoot 'em up, bang bang anthem.
Shoot 'em up, bang bang. Cornette has enough to talk about this week, as I think a lot of the wrestling world does this week.
Wembley, huh?
Your man's got a good couple days in front of him.
Yeah, he does. He just I was saying earlier in the Discord, I really love CM Punk, but I can't fire CM Punk. I can't leave him alone. I know my booking's wrong, but I can't let him go.
He's the only. Well, who's gonna sing the hook though? I don't know who has bagpipes to do the hook in AEW. He's the only one. He's not the only one in my life.
The one girl, what's her name? Harley or Haley Cameron or something like that. She's always rapping. It's her.
See, I don't.
Did you ever see the song that they did for Halloween in WWE, that I Put a Spell on You with Shotzi and Scarlett?
Oh yes, and the other girl, the other girl. It's the third girl.
The third girl's in AEW.
The third girl. So if she was like, you know we care for you.
We'll put up that for you.
Shout out Lil Mo, man. Shout out Lil Mo. I waited like 8 years for Superwoman to hit streaming services. Shout out to Lil Mo.
My God, it took that long?
I feel like her album, it might have been on like Hip Hop Party Anthems 2003. One of those little playlists, those little randos.
Yeah.
But as far as the album itself, I don't think it was. Based on a true story, if I recall correctly. Yeah. I don't think it was. And that was a big 2001 record. That's what we were talking about 01 records on the last episode.
You can't talk about the 106 in Park era without Superwoman. You just can't.
I thought you were gonna bring up Genuine on the Stretcher.
Oh, now that's it. Every time like 106 in Park goes viral on IG, it's always the Stretcher bit. It's always the Stretcher bit. Like always.
Damn, y'all. We just want to let y'all know Genuine can't perform tonight. Y'all gonna have to go. Now, hold on now. They got the stretcher. They press his body. Nah, he goes to these and then he pops up. I forgot what record he did off the stretcher. I think
he went right into Pony, dog. I think he went right into I'm Just a Bachelor.
He did. Yes, he did. Yes. Yes, he did. And I want to apologize. I want to apologize. I don't even know who I'm apologizing to. My younger years of slandering You Owe Me.
Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah, I apologize. Yeah.
That's the Druski's up. Hey, just Druski's up.
Drewski's up. That song actually saved that album. Let's be honest, folks. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest, man.
Yep, Project Windows.
You know what? I love the beat to Shoot 'Em Up. Actually, my older cousin who got me into a lot of hip hop when I was a kid, he did like this fire freestyle for Shoot 'Em Up when I was a kid. I thought it was his song until I heard Shoot 'Em Up. You know, it's one of those things. But nah, man, I love that beat. I don't love much else about Nastradamus though. He definitely made a statement with Stillmatic after that. He had to. But yeah. See, that's the thing about Jay-Z. I don't want to get on a side here, but that man was weak. I love Hov, but he was like, yeah, it's about time to come get this nigga now. Look at him. He's starving. He hurting.
The Nastradamus was a low blow?
It was a low. Come on, man. That man was over here like he actually rebounded with Uchiwali. Don't get me wrong. Uchiwali. Nas was never like out the game, but Hov was like, yo, he looking a little weak over there, man. I think it's time to strike.
He looking a little skimpy?
Looking a little skimpy over there. He ain't got no, you know what I mean? He over here doing real jiggy anthems.
And you know what? Truthfully, if you really want to dissect it, did he ever confirm which of the two were due and which one was eh? Because which one was eh?
Gotta be.
It was written with eh, right? Which means he's saying I am is due. It's I am is not due. I'm just letting you know I am is not due.
Yeah, and if we're talking to bootleg, then he would have to go, he had to like fit like the bar and kind of different. Like one was the other one was actually 4.5 mics. The other one was ill, man. He's like, he would have to like stretch the bar out if he was being honest.
One was the other was Illmatic. He knew what it was when he said that. But I'm looking back and like, I Am was not due. Kissing is on there. Record with Aaliyah's on there.
Yeah, I Am ain't whack. Yeah, Nas is on that album. Come on now.
I used to say this was back on my forum days. And of course, NAS saw the letters that spell lost. I want to apologize for that too.
I was legit about to do the line and I forgot about that part of the culture. How could I forget about that era? Oh my God. Jigga Warriors. I was a Jigga
They still exist. They still exist.
Yeah, I was a Jigga Warrior. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was gonna say something still alive. I can't find a good word. Something still alive. They just be concealing it. I just don't know what verbiage I could use for that. Caping is still alive. They just be concealing it.
That's right.
As much as I don't want to bring up hashtag that guy.
Right. Banned content? No, we don't want to bring up banned content.
Yeah, it's just God, it's tough. It's tough, man. We'll bring up how he felt about Final Tour recently, but I don't want to dedicate time to hashtag that guy, but it's gonna be one of my. Should I make it a recut rec this week? I'm wondering, should I make it a recut rec this week? Their album turns 15 in the next about 3 months or so. Yeah, about 3 months or so. 808s and Heartbreak.
Oh wow.
I ended up going on YouTube. It just randomly popped in my head. I was like, remember you did the show on 808s and Heartbreak at Hollywood Bowl? And I jumped on YouTube to see if it actually was fully on video, because it used to not be on video. You can only watch like little clips of it. It was like a couple months or at least a year before Pablo came out. And I'm watching it and the comments are like, this is one of the most amazing performances of all time. This is genius. It is mind-blowing. It is industry. It changed the industry. And as much as, yes, I submit to the theory that 808s did change a lot of pop music, I'm watching back this concert. I'm like, this is a pretty fucking eerie show. Like, for you to do Coldest Winter and have your family as on the slate and you're just singing and the snow's falling down, I'm like, I would have felt not necessarily uncomfortable. I don't want to be that guy and overly and make it crazy, but I was just been like, yo, this is eerie. Like for some fans, eerie could be nice, but I would just be taking in all of that within that performance. If you have never seen this show, I think that will be my recut rec video wise to watch the Hollywood Bowl 2015 performance of, at that time was what, the 7-year anniversary of 808. It's going to be 15 in the next couple of months. As we bring up shows, that's one of the ones that I'll just be like, if I was there, I would have been like, it would have been nice, but it also would have just been like, just a little bit chilling. I'll scale it back a little bit.
Yeah, I love that album though. I do still love that album. I haven't listened to it in quite some time. But I just remember like when he performed Love Lockdown, I think it was on the VMAs for the first time. Mm-hmm. And people liked that version, including myself. And then he put out the studio version. It was ass at first. It was like, Love Lockdown, Love Lockdown. And then like he listened to the people. Remember when he used to listen to the people? How about that? And he changed it like to a different version. It sounded closer to the live version. Yeah, he made the right choice. But yeah, if we're talking about classics, that's a classic. And I don't know if I've seen that performance, to be honest with you. Like in my mind, I'm thinking I've seen it, but I'm like, that's probably VH1 Storytellers I'm thinking about.
VH1 Storytellers was when that had to be like 09. I want to say that was like 09 or maybe like early 2010. Like early 2010. Was it?
I think it was 09. That I don't remember. I just remember it was definitely like the bulk of it wasn't in 808s though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was super 808s, but I can't remember if it was after Jay Leno said, "What would your moms think, yo?" And Kanye was, what would your moms think, yo? And Kanye was just like, man, fuck. I think Jay Leno would get in more trouble today doing that than he did in. Oh, but then again, was I looking for Jay Leno to be like, hang this nigga now? I got no rope right here. I don't think I was looking for Jay Leno to get hit like that.
Nah, I'm just looking for an exclusive. I'm just watching my new show. I'm just looking for an exclusive. He's a good guy.
That's like Conan. That reminds me every time Conan would do a Leno.
Yeah, that is my version of Conan's Leno.
Yeah, every time Conan.
I just today, you have the news, man.
Come on, I gave the show back. Yeah. I took it back. What do you do?
Oh man, how you snake 2 of the greatest late night talk show hosts ever? That's amazing legacy.
Now that I wanted him flambéed for when he took the show back from, that was big heel turn.
He was already a heel to me because he screwed David Letterman out of his birthright of being the Tonight Show host. So that's the thing. You screwed over two late night talk show legends. Like that's amazing, man. Like that is I could go for an hour on this subject. Seriously. I watched Conan religiously at 12:35. Like in high school and college, I would watch Dave first and then turn the channel to NBC to watch Conan. I just like Leno so much. I turned the channel. I wouldn't watch Leno at all. But when he did that just sucked, man. I can't lie. I couldn't believe that was early Twitter too. I was on Twitter frying Jay Leno ass. I was on Twitter burning him up. Oh my God. There's those tweets are probably still up. All I gotta do is search my name. Jesus.
And then he was like, well, I can't do it to 3, so Fallon, here you go. And I was like, Fallon?
Yeah, he said it really was the case. Like he's like, I can't do this to the 3rd guy at 12:30. I've already screwed over 2 12:30 legends. I can't do the 3rd one like this. But he did come back on Fallon's show though. Like Fallon invited him back. Like, hey, Jimbo, because he's such a nice guy. Ugh. He invited him back on to tell some jokes on his monologue one time. Like, yo, Jay Leno just can't let it go.
Just like from time to time, not like, hey, you want to come back for like an extended couple episodes? I like he did not give Leno.
Nah, he didn't do that. He didn't go. Yeah, some jokes. Nah, he didn't do that. Nah, he didn't do that.
And I didn't want to hate, man. It's not that I don't like Fallon. It's just like there were it's hard to explain. I don't want it to be like you had to be there type of guy. But Conan had such an influence on comedy, at least my style of comedy, and your style of comedy as well. Throughout those years of just, this is interview style, the way that he delivered jokes, the way that he would always laugh at himself, never took himself insanely serious. That was something that I was like, man, when it's Leno's time and it's time for him to go, Conan's going to take. And it's not even like Conan was the youngest nigga either. Like Conan was for sure like hovering around the older age and getting older, of course. And then he had it for a little bit and then just got it swept from on the rug. And he was the pettiest nigga alive for like a couple of weeks. It's like, yeah, it might have been shtick at the time, but I was treating it as if it was a shoot. Like, it's time to run up the budget. Time to run up that budget on NBC. What we gonna buy today?
The painting. Oh, the painting.
Yeah, remember the painting he bought?
The painting. Oh my gosh. It was like a car he brought there, like a car.
Yeah.
Like a London. Like I remember it was like a painted car. I forgot what kind of car it was. But listen, man, he was 30 years old when he took over for David Letterman at 12:30 on NBC. And David Letterman was the same way we revere Conan. The generation before us reveres Letterman at 12:30. Like, of course, Johnny Carson is like the standard bearer, the guy that everybody followed and was inspired by. But David Letterman was like the first dude to bring like counterculture to that time slot at 12:30. So, of course, he changed and broadened his style when he went to CBS. But Conan kind of carried that torch on. And like I said, we were too young for Letterman when he was really hip and cool. But we got Conan, which was like a gift because he carried that same spirit on in his own way. So, like, man, in the year 2000, man, I remember the remote when he went to Houston because Houston was preempting his show to like 2:30 in the morning. So he went out to like Houston to troll people out there and see if people would watch him in the middle of the night. Pimp Bot, of course, Triumph, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
The Walker Texas Ranger lever.
I forgot about the lab. That's so stupid,
Dog.
man.
Oh my god, when he did this thing like horny manatee, that was definitely a thing I thought was funny at the time. When I watched it back, I was like, I was 17.
Hashtag different time.
Right. I mean, it's so many things. I mean, and lastly, the thing I'll bring up, and we watched this at WrestleMania in Dallas, is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle was one of my favorite comedians from back on Home Improvement. But seeing Dave Chappelle do regular hits on Conan when I was a kid, it was like a treat, dog. I can't even explain how. I guess how way older generation felt when Don Rickles was on the Tonight Show, or like somebody funny was on the Tonight Show. You're like, oh god, Dave Chappelle's gonna be on Conan tonight. Oh shit, like it was that type of thing for me before Killing Them Softly. So yeah, I could go. Like I said, I could go on forever about Conan and especially Letterman too.
And like you had said, we were too young for the classic Rosie Perez with the Funk Master Flex night. Funk Master Flex, Dunk Master Flex, Dunk Master Flex, Dunk.
Hard to get a ticket. The Funk Master Flex night. That's when he was at his peak, though. Like those early years of CBS and of course his NBC run. That shit is the stuff of legends, man. Crazy.
Now, speaking of legends, I want to see how your experience was. You did the Cleveland show. Final lap, right?
Yes. Yep. Out here in Blossom, in the middle of Cleveland and Akron. So, yep.
How was the experience? Not too much cosplaying from your end. I've seen a lot of Brooklyn and New York doing the cosplaying with the bulletproof vests and the chains. Not too much cosplaying for your side, right?
I didn't see too many spinner chains. I didn't see too many vests. It was actually raining early on, so that was a weird experience too. Of course, it's an amphitheater, so I'm under the cover joint, but nobody wants to be out there when it's raining like that. It wasn't that bad as time went on at night. But man, what a set, man. It just was like amazing to hear these songs, especially like, it's been so long since I heard a couple of these songs. Like, I don't know the last time I heard I Whoop Your Head Boy, but he closed with that. What else? I mean, I also found it was funny when he performed in the club and people thought it was a closer. And you see like how can you put it, Mark?
Like the pump fake, have a good night.
It was like he didn't sell it like that exactly. It was like he did in the club, and you could see those people who were just like, okay, 50 Cent fans got up and left after he did it in the club.
Yeah.
That's the best way I could put it.
Well, that's about as much as we got. That's all. Hey, he just did it magnum opus. We out. See y'all tomorrow, man. We just seen classics. We just seen classics, man. All the G Unit fans, nigga, where are the rest?
Yeah, I'm waiting, man. Like I know he wasn't going to go out there and do. I want him to do. He didn't. I'm trying to think. Did he do? No, he didn't. I got there like a few minutes late, but I don't think he did back down at our in our Cleveland set.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't do. I Smell Pussy. That didn't happen. No.
Nope. We did not. We did not get I Smell Pussy. We did get back down in the set, which actually did. I left pretty happy. I felt a lot better hearing Back Down, but the night in itself was actually pretty interesting. We like walked into Jeremiah's set.
Okay.
Good set. Second time that I think I brought it up on Recut before. Second time that I've seen Jeremiah in West Palm. I was 18 when I saw him at X Fest, which was like 09, like his debut album, his Def Jam album.
That's right. He was out there. I thought I told you, I'm a star.
I'm a star.
See the ice?
And I was like, yeah, shut it down, Jeremiah. Def Jam is back. Let's go. That's how it was in 09. I wasn't that way in 2023, but he did do a good set. Niggas forget how many records Jeremiah has. Don't as far as records that hit, don't tell him Still Turns a Bitch Up in 2023.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's a hit. And that's like peak mustard too. So yeah.
So his set was good, like a couple minutes long. He didn't really go too crazy. He didn't really bring out any like specific theatrics. I think he had one girl with him that was like dancing around him at the time. But it was it was still sunny out. Everybody's walking in. A lot of late people coming in too. I guess a lot of people wanted to see more of Busta and 50, which I would expect. So Jeremiah's set was like a couple minutes. Busta came in, good set from Busta. I heard just about everything that I needed to hear from Busta. A good two man with the crowd between Busta and Spliff. They were being real entertaining and telling pieces of stories. He brought out Lil C's. It was Lil C's birthday. Announced that he just moved to Florida. I thought that was pretty interesting. I was like, did Lil C's move to West Palm? That's kind of, I mean, it's interesting, but I was like, well, that's a surprise. Not the first rapper to move to West Palm recently.
Right.
Hopefully he does not get hit in the LA Fitness like the last one did. So that's gonna be the. Did I ever tell that story?
What about? Wait a minute. Is that LA Fitness close to you?
It's like it's like off Hyperluxo, so it's maybe like 15, 20 from me.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that.
I was like the most random day. It was just like, yeah, guys. I went on only random Instagram plug, only in Palm Beach. The little Palm Beach handle that we have out here on Instagram. Right. They're like, yeah, guys, 6ix9ine just got jumped to the LA Fitness. I was like, okay, that's kind of random. And I was like, did anybody do anything? Like 30 minutes later, here's a video, and he's just out on the side. I was just like, okay, so this is a surprise. Did not really expect this.
Palm Beach on lock, man. Don't even try that over there, man.
Think about it. Think about
it before you go to Palm Beach.
Cyrus. Hey, Cyrus.
Oh, wow.
He be trying West Palm like trying West Nam like it's sweet.
Oh, West Nam. Oh.
Trying West Nam like it's sweet. Come on now.
You repping that Dade County 305 in my yayo.
Yeah, he's not. He'll see that and just be like, oh, that's just the average Monday afternoon out here.
That's right. It's right.
Like, all right, you a smug bastard, you.
He's like, I got road dogs doing that 20 to life.
20 to life. Cyrus will definitely get 20 tonight. I don't want no beef, Cyrus. My bad. I forgot.
He'll definitely get 20 tonight. That's funny.
As soon as Cyrus say it's the season of the Zoes round here, I'll be like, yeah, you got it. You got it.
I don't want
got it. My bad, Cyrus. My hands are up.
Yo, so I think I got there right around like How We Do, and like Disco Inferno, Window Shopper, Best Friend. I was there for all of that. I mean, remember when he did Big Rich Town? Ayo Technology, wow.
I don't know what is people's beef with Ayo Technology? What is it that pisses people off about it? Is it the beat? Is it the is it that?
50 Cent. Just then.
Land. God damn. Girl. She wants and trying to give it to you. But I want to know what that is. That song doesn't make anybody else smile. Is it the flow? She worked the girl, she whipped the pole. I think it dies, he think it low die, don't stop, get it. Maybe that's why. It's a little bit of a Miami nod to there that South Florida loves it.
It was a pop record for its time, right? Like I remember the Curtis rollout. It was a much maligned rollout, right? There was a lot of controversy about how it wasn't as strong as, say, the Massacre or Get Rich, which is natural, you know?
Yeah.
So he had I Get Money that really saved the street side of it. You know what I mean? Like Flex really broke that record in the tri-state and it spread throughout the country. But Ayo Technology like went straight to pop radio. Like I'm in radio at the time, so I remember how that one, you know, rolled out. Like we were playing I Get Money on urban radio, and they sent Ayo Technology straight to rhythmic and pop radio.
Mm-hmm.
Like we ended up playing Ayo Technology, but that's like after the fact. And I want to let the record show. I thought Amusement Park was going to work. Okay, I thought it was going to work. I saw him. It was on like Sucker Free. They still had Sucker Free at the time, and Cypher Sounds was hosted. And 50 did like this like viral video before the song dropped. He's like, "You ain't gotta take your panties off. Just put them to the side." I was like, "Yo, that song sounds like one." And it was not one. I was like, "Damn."
Did you like it?
Straight to the Bank was. I didn't think that was one.
Do you like it better than when I'm out in NY, yours blunts and Phillies. When I'm out in LA, yours raps and Swisses. No blow walk to this duck. I was like, 50, what the fuck are we? What the fuck are we doing, 50?
Yeah, I didn't like that one. I didn't like that one. I was like, I don't know about that.
And that was like a month removed from Lloyd Banks is on your label. But Lloyd Banks got more money than Jim Jones. Lloyd Banks more money than Jim Jones. What did you talk about, homie? What did you talk about? Did you like Prodigy?
And you about to take this somewhere. You about to turn this into something else.
Angie going, yo, Musa, we gotta cut him. We gotta cut him. We can't keep cursing.
That's so
Lloyd Banks is on your label doing 100,000.
Oh my God. And you want to speak about Lloyd Banks for a second, man. Gosh, that's probably the only thing that was missing, right? Was Banks' victory, some Banks records. Even, I mean, you know, it's not about Yayo, but I could have took, you know, Pimpin'. I could have took, wait, did he do So Seductive?
Someone told me he did So Seductive. I'm like, when did he do? I was definitely wide awake. The tequila wasn't hitting me like that. I don't remember So Seductive.
Yeah, nah, he didn't do So Seductive. Nah, I don't remember that. That would have been amazing.
He had Yayo out there. He had Yayo out there, and he had Uncle Murder out there. Obviously, we're not gonna get East New York. You know, I rep Brooklyn. Got my finger on the trigger. I'ma pull it. You ain't want to get hit with a bullet. I'm grinding. I'm moving from block to block. Start gripping up when I see the cops.
What did he say? First time I caught a body, it made me vomit.
I threw up.
I threw up.
And in the video, this nigga's, I'm like, Murders. Come on, man.
The video, man.
Come on, man.
You can run the KI from the bullet. Oh, wow.
And that nigga swore, yo, Mariah Carey told me Bullet is a favorite song. I was like, I'm not saying you're a liar, Murder, but I kind of need it on video. I kind of need Mariah saying, yo, got my finger on the trigger, I'm gonna pull it. But Mariah's a big rap fan. I'm not gonna say she gonna sell.
Mariah thugged out. I ain't gonna lie. It could very well happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I would love video proof of her just hitting first time I caught a body. It made me, I threw up. But nah, it ain't nothing. I love it. You don't want to run for me when my gun get a bussin'. You just had to be there. There's a lot of Uncle Murder that I could rap. But I knew we weren't going to get that at the show. So Busta finishes. 50 does. I feel like 50 did everything that I could want, truthfully, hit-wise. I think hit-wise, everything was covered unless you wanted like features 50. Like if you wanted him to jump into a couple of the features that he could have, obviously. If he wanted to do his record off Sierra, if you wanted to do Can't Leave Him Alone, if you want to do records like those, the ones that he had going in those like mid 2000s, he could have done that. That wasn't necessarily what I was that's not necessarily what I wanted, but hit wise, I feel like he took care of everything that I would have wanted to hear outside of what you had brought up, because there is no Banks. And obviously because there is no Buck, because there's still, you know, issues going on between there. You didn't really get too many things off Beg for Mercy. You didn't really get too much mixtures of, even though the damn show starts with a record from G Unit Radio 25. I'm like, this is what you start the show with. I'm like, okay, I'm fucking with the vision. I'm not saying me I'm on some shit. It's like, what are you doing? But I was like, wow, you really fuck with this record. That's
an exquisite pick to start your show off with. It's like, it's almost like a distraction play, right? It's like, you know, you're expecting What Up Gangsta first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, oh wow, okay. It catches you off guard. You're like, at that point, you're like, all right, nigga, now do Bad News. Yeah, that nigga.
If we would have got Bad News, I would have.
Yeah, crazy.
I would have bowed down. But what threw me off was like, okay, if you have issues with Banks and Buck, okay, we're not going to get Beg for Mercy. Sucks, but by all means. But then he did Hate It or Love It, and he did How We Do. So I'm like, you got issues with Game. I know you got issues with Game. So you're doing those records, but technically you could do them because you wrote them and you gave it to him.
Them my songs, nigga. Them my songs. I made this, nigga. I gave him to that nigga. I took him back.
You telling me I can't do my own song, nigga?
Something special, you know. Something epic.
And he did Magic Stick. He did Magic Stick. He didn't do the Kim Lion that he did on Hot 97 when Flex got a little bit nervous.
Green line. Oh, he was so green that night.
I gave ass a hook. I something. What did he say? Oh my God. And Flex was like, Flex was hitting the Jonah Hill. Hey, come on, guys. Hey, you can't curse.
Whoa, he's doing that shit.
Whoa. Bank was like, can't give a fuck about a bitch. But he's like, whoa, guy, hey, cursing.
Yo, and then everybody jumping in like, yo, Rockefeller made that a thing that everybody finished their lines on the freestyle. Everybody abused that after that. Oh my God. Oh, they abused it.
It worked with Beans Free and Young Guns. I don't know if it worked with as much as G Unit that it did it with Rockefeller.
Nah, right. It was something about that. Yeah. It worked best with the Rockefeller freestyles.
But he did records with niggas that he didn't fuck with. So I'm like, okay, we could have got a little bit of Beg for Mercy, but I'm cool. But hit wise, it's like I really can't complain hit wise. Like you did all the hits from Get Rich or Die Trying. You did all the hits from The Massacre.
Yep.
You did Hustlers that you did from the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack. You did Best Friend and you did Hustler's Ambition. I Whip Your Head Boy closed the show. Yeah. He did what did he say when he did it? He was like, I forgot what Yayo said. He was like, I know y'all fuck with power. They say this is a big rent.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, they did that. Then he also did I'm the Man. And it was so funny because my man, shout out to Renee from G-Unit, he was like, yo, it's when I was like looking at y'all radio niggas like, I don't know if y'all know what y'all talking about because it wasn't the biggest radio record by any means. It wasn't. He said it's joking, but it was not the biggest radio record by any means. But it really resonated with the fan base. And when he did that song live, there was a great reaction to it. I can't lie. I saw it with my own eyes. So
that was like 2 years. 2 years after Animal Ambition, which I tried really hard to sell Animal Ambition, and I was like, hey, there's this record song here, guys. We back.
Right.
We back. Right. I swear to God, we back. But I didn't really play Animal Ambition too crazy like that. But he did that. He did I'm the Man with Chris Brown, and I was like, Chris is kind of dancing on this record. This shit is kind of hard. Because he had that, and he had the record with Kendrick. He did the record with Kendrick first. And I was like, yeah, it's all right. It's cool. It was a cool record, but I'm the Man with Chris on it. I was like, this is fire. So he did that. I did mark for that. And then he did the Woo, which I was like, they want to fuck with the Woo. I did not expect him to do that. He was like, Woo. 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 I was like, okay, he's doing Pop Smoke records. Then what fucked me up, and I'm still trying to process how this happened. Nigga said we got some guests, y'all. Haha. Shoo. Dum 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 dum. Let it rain. The crowd went. I'm like, what the fuck? Shawty had them apple out. The crowd went insane. I'm trying not to like. I'm just surprised. I'm like, Flo Rida got one of the biggest pops of the night. And yes, we are in West Palm. I understand. But Low being one of the biggest pops of the night, that threw me completely off. I think he did one more record. Oh, what did he do? Welcome to my house. We don't have to go out. He did that.
Being wrestling fans, we've heard that song way too much, more than I like to.
A million times.
Yeah.
And then he brought out Jeremiah. Jeremiah did I know it like I said she wanted the way she and then something. And then they did that. He did Birthday Sex on the piano. He did Many Men. He did In the Club. And he was like, all right, niggas, peace. Y'all want 50 Cent? Bring out some more. Woo! Brings out Neo. Neo starts doing records. I'm like, where the hell did Neo come from for him to do this?
Wow. Then he went to Have a Baby, Have a Baby.
Yep. He did Baby by Me over there. Jeremiah was there, so they did I Only Want You in Love. So they did that.
That's a bonus pick. You got all types of bonuses at that date. That's crazy.
Yeah, he was like, yo, this is the type of shit I play in the shower. I was like, all right, 50. That's kind of thing. Then he did Hate Being Sober. I don't remember him doing Wangsta.
Yeah, I remember doing Wangsta. I remember the next song I'm looking at, he did Wangsta too. I remember I was like, really? But this was a hit.
Which one? Crack a Bottle?
Yes. It's bottle after bottle.
I don't remember if he did Crack, because I think the Neo thing took out a couple records.
Okay.
He did Bag Down. Yeah, he did Back Down.
Yeah, we didn't do
and I
Back
was like,
Down.
okay,
We didn't
we
get
got
Back
saved. You didn't get Back Down?
Nope.
I screamed. The rap game's all fucked up now. What we gonna do now? How we gonna eat, man? 50 back around. He dropped the beat. That's Ja, little punk ass thinking out loud. I said, oh shit!
Oh,
Shit! That's when I was like, all right, I'm good. I don't need heat. I don't need heat tonight. I don't need heat.
That's amazing.
And then y'all whip your head boy. And then y'all whip your head boy to close it out. So, as much as I loved being able to see 50 Cent, and I could write that off my list, I think he skyrockets to one of the artists that I'd love to see do like a B-sides type of show.
Oh.
Like, I feel like if I were to hear, and we're gonna actually, you know what? I'll bring it up right now. I was way too young for this show. 12 years old at the time. But as we took a look at some of the set lists from 50 Cent for the past couple of years, if I was at the Rock the Mic tour when it was him and Jay-Z.
Oh, God.
And I heard, just looking at this list, I'm just looking at the list. He still starts with What Up Gangsta. This is him in his infancy. This is like one of his first ever tours that he has. Wangsta. If I would have heard I Smell Pussy, I'm bowing down.
Yeah, it's over with.
Back Down is the fourth record. High All the Time. In the Club. In the Club is not even. It's one of the biggest records of the year at the time, but it's not the show stopper, closer. Y'all get home safe. Have a good night. That's the sixth fucking record. The sixth record in this Rock the Mic tour list. Many Men, You Not Like Me. If I hear You Not Like Me, I'll go home immediately.
Yeah. Oh my God. He does. He cause boom, boom, boom. NYPD, LAPD. I'm losing my mind. I wouldn't have a voice for a day or two.
So as soon as what you get, huh? If he even put a little voice, like he just got shot recently back on it. I'm like, this is the best show ever.
Realest niggas, realest killers. Psh. G Unit right there remix. Psh.
The unit in this bitch, right. What if he did then 50 Cent? That actually did the early setup before AO Technology was him doing Cry Me a River remix. How did he start that?
I forgot how that joint, because that was a monster when that.
Yes, that was a big fucking remix.
They switched that version out on the radio so fast. They put that joint in rotation. I remember that shit. That didn't work it. The Work It remix got flipped right for that.
Yep.
Nah, yo. What if? Yeah, I want to see a tour where he's doing After My Cheddar. Just do all freestyles, brother. Just do all the remixes, like Cross My Path. Like, if he never did a show again, we did Cross My Path, I'd probably cry.
And it's like, do you really need to make up with Banks and Buck to do After My Cheddar? You can just do that by yourself, man. Come on, man.
Man, please.
He closes out the show. That's the one record that I actually really did want. This is why I'm petitioning. I'm hoping the Final Lap is really not the final lap. I need not all the Junior Radio, right? There's 25 Junior Radios. We don't need all of them.
Right.
But if we can hear a couple more of those B-sides, I think he really skyrockets. I don't think I really need a B-side show from Wayne. I've heard every single piece of Wayne that I think you could hear at a show, which actually speaks a lot to how Wayne tours. Like, I've heard No Ceilings records. I've heard Drought 3 records. I've heard your hits. I've heard your B-sides. I've heard your old singles. I've heard your Carter 1 singles, your 2 singles, your 3 singles. I'm Not a Human Being, heard those. I heard your new shit. Wayne does, depending on when you see him, depending on where you see him specifically too, Wayne does a really good set. Drake, I haven't seen in 10 years. I think I would want to, I don't really need a B-sides from Drake, even though the Apollo shows that he did was essentially his B-sides, which was actually pretty cool. I would have loved being there. I would like to see Drake again, because I haven't seen Drake since Drake vs. Wayne, now that I bring that up. So that's also different. Kendrick, I think, is still number one on that list. I think if I missed like Section 80 era shows from Kendrick. So I would probably want to see those B-sides more than most rappers. It's really Kendrick, 50, and I'm trying to think of who else I would really love to see a B-sides show from. But that was my experience, man. Final tour was good. G-Unit fan wise, I think I was just about to say there might be a hunger for more with with what you would want from the tour, but that was off the top of the dome.
Think about it. That's a layup right there. That's an alley hoop.
That was off the top of the dome, but
Yeah,
it was something that was good. Hopefully you can check it out. I don't think he has too many US tour dates left. He's going to start doing the G Unit Europe dates in the next month or so. Hopefully you do get to check him out, or any other shows that you are tapping into as the tour schedule is kind of like now slowing up. Summer's over. Wow, Labor Day is next week. Yeah, so wow, summer really is over. God damn, I just realized that.
Yeah. Happens fast.
Unfortunate. But there's plenty of things that we have. There's plenty of things that we have planned for, especially on the Black Print, through the things that we have set up. So we do appreciate you guys tuning in this week. You will hear from us in September. Lot of things starting. Obviously, A+, NFL is starting very soon. I know you're happy about that. Be tapping into a lot of what's going on with the football.
Get my parlay on.
Get your lay on.
Get my parlay on. My FanDuel on.
You got a hashtag ad you about to share a code for people to start using?
Right. Use the code Recut. You get $5. No, I don't have anything.
If we had that, we'd be lit. Now hold on now. We giving niggas $5? We giving niggas $5? 2K is gonna be out in about a week or so. So I will be buried in 2K. Basketball is a month away, so we still have time for that. I don't have to
play in this year. That's gonna be interesting.
The tournament, yes.
Yeah, they're kicking off the tournament top of the year, right?
I tried to keep. Is it top of the year or was it like in November? It's like the tournament, like November, December. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. I mean, like top of the season. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. So there's many different things that we have situated or going on throughout the fall, but hopefully you do get to tap in with that with us. I will tell you one thing. I'm not sure how All Out is going to go. I don't know if you're going to tap into All Out.
If it's looking the way it's looking now, I'll hear about it.
so we'll see our responses to that. Appreciate y'all listening. New episode of Black Print Radio. If you are a patron, that is going down tonight. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. If you are hearing this on Thursday, the replay and the previews will be out for everybody tomorrow. That'll be going into episode 44 of the Black Print with myself, J5, and Josh P coming in next week. So we do appreciate you tuning. We do appreciate you tuning in before I get stumbled on my words. And we'll see you in September. So until then, peace.